Hello, my name is Natasha Belfort, and this is Becoming Her Anyways. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about these people who constantly call themselves ugly, constantly comment on other people's appearances, and go so far as to want to have, quote, intellectual conversations about their appearances, as if it's something that can be debated. So, let's get into it. Right, the title of this podcast, okay? Never call yourself ugly. Why? Because if you brand yourself as ugly, guess what? People are going to see you as ugly. I never want to hear that come out your mouth. I don't care. I don't care if you're feeling bad. I understand if you're venting to a friend and you're saying, today I don't feel like my best. But never, ever, ever call yourself ugly. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? It doesn't matter if you believe this, right? How are you going to help yourself by telling people this? Okay? If I went around telling people, oh, I'm so ugly, I hate the way I look, right? You know what's going to happen? Eventually, they're going to start seeing me as ugly. Okay? But if I go around, obviously I'm not going to go around and be like, I'm so beautiful. But if I show confidence in myself by never talking badly about myself and not comparing myself to other people and, taking photos of myself and maybe posting it or, just saying like, generally I like the way I look, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, I'm not saying go around and be like, I'm the most beautiful person in the world. Because obviously, like, that's not right either. Obviously, I mean, to be fair, I do that to my mother. But obviously, it's not something you should do. But at the end of the day, like, you should always radiate confidence, okay? Listen, I had a friend who would constantly tell me how ugly she was. And the issue was that this person was not ugly, by the way. This person was very pretty, right? But the thing is, I kind of told her that, like, I think we kind of look similar because we had like a similar vibe, I suppose. I mean, we didn't look similar, but there were certain features that, were kind of similar. And because of this friend started to kind of imply that I was average looking, which I was quite surprised by because, guys, I'm sorry, I do not care. I'm not average looking. I don't care who disagrees because the point is, it doesn't matter what other people rank you as. Listen, beauty is in the observer, okay? Something can be beautiful, but not everyone might be able to appreciate it, But again, like, beauty is not a concept. It doesn't mean anything. Like, for example, I could say Zendaya is the most beautiful girl in the world, right? I could say that, And that's fine. That's my opinion. But then someone else could say she's the ugliest in the world. And although I could disagree, no one's objectively right or wrong. In the same way that 2 + 2 = 4, objectively right, no one could be objectively ugly or beautiful. It's all subjective. It all depends on the time that you live in, what the beauty standards are. I mean, it's crazy, right? Guys, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, listen, do you know what attractiveness is? It's health. Okay, in psychology, we literally learn, like, the best way to be attractive is to be healthy. All of the researchers have found that the qualities that men and women look for generally indicate health. For example, a strong jawline is attractive for women. They want a man who has like a big build, generally. I mean, obviously there is certain like preferences and whatever. Same for men, men want, it's a 0.7 hip to waist ratio, which indicates fertility. Guys, to be attractive, you just need to be healthy. Just look after yourself. Go to the gym, right? Brush your hair, do some skincare, wear some clothes that suit you, that complement your figure, that, that's it. Guys, you don't need these Instagram filters. You don't need a bunch of makeup. You don't need it. Okay? Guys, be healthy. Look like you love yourself. Okay? That's attractiveness. Attractiveness is being confident, is being loving. Attractiveness is being funny and charming. It doesn't matter. Seriously, guys, like, we have to stop this self-loathing. Because why? Why do we hate ourselves, And this friend, that I had, she started like comparing me and her to celebrities and going, this person's objectively more attractive than us. And it really upset me because I was like, well, what? How? No one could be objectively attractive or unattractive. Yes, obviously there are societal standards and yes, they can be unfair. But I think generally speaking, like, if you are healthy and you have a good personality, you're attractive. Do you know what I mean? Like, guys, seriously, like, we're sleeping on this. Like, there are so many people out there who believe that they're not attractive, but like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, if you decide one day that you're attractive, that's it. Like, who can take that from you? Yeah, someone could say I disagree, Listen, guys, some people have told me that I'm the most beautiful girl they've ever seen. But other people would have said, no, I'm not. And that's fine. It doesn't matter, guys. Like, I do not base my opinion on myself based on what other people think. When I look in the mirror, I like who I see. Okay, I go to Pilates, I go to the gym, I eat well, I walk a lot. I like what I look like, and I don't care. And people who hate that you say that, they're the people who benefit the most from you hating yourself, guys. I'm just going to say this. If someone is upset with your confidence, guys, listen. I had some friends who complained that they said, Natasha thinks that she's more pretty than us. And guys, I have never said that. I never ever compared our beauty, because I don't do that. By the way, comparing beauty is the biggest scam. How can you compare? How? It's ridiculous. There's no way to compare beauty. I think this is a ridiculous concept. I hate that. We're not in a competition. It's not a competition, guys. It's fine, But anyway, and so these friends, they hated my confidence, basically. You know why? Because they were insecure. I never went around being like, I'm so beautiful. Yes, sometimes, I will say, if it comes up, yeah, I like the way I look. And people who are insecure are the most threatened by this. They hate it. Because how dare you have confidence when they're out there hating themselves? How dare you? Guys, listen, don't fall for it, okay? People hate women that have confidence. They hate people that have confidence. And it's the way that it is. You have to let them hate you. Because you know what? If you're your authentic self, if you're confident, you'll attract the right people, okay? My best friend, me and her, we love the way we look. But we do not compare each other. We do not, hate on each other because we're confident. We both love each other. And because of that, we can both project that love onto each other, Guys, seriously, don't allow yourself to be degraded like this, It's not fair. It's not right. And it's not attractive. Guys, listen, even if you think you're unattractive, literally go in the mirror and do positive affirmations and never ever tell a single soul that you think you're ugly. Because if you start telling people this, they're going to start looking at you like, oh, maybe she's right. If you had never said this, they would never think this. Okay? Attractiveness, it doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter, what you look like. Guys, I have seen some people who from first glance, they're not that conventionally attractive to me. But when I got to know them, I was like, wow, they're really gorgeous. Guys, this is attraction that's worth pursuing. Okay? Work on your personality, but also work on your health. Literally, you don't need to be really skinny. Guys, you just need to be healthy. Honestly, the worst thing that society does is try to promote skinniness to women. Guys, listen, do you know what attractiveness is? Go to the gym and get some muscle. Become more lean, okay? Become more toned. That's attractive. You don't need to be skinny. The goal is not to be skinnier. The goal is to be healthier, okay? Attractive women, they have the muscular. I'm a bit muscular, because I started doing Pilates. Guys, the goal is never to be skinnier, okay? The goal is to be healthy, okay? If you look healthy, that's it. Evolutionary-wise, that's it. You need to look healthy, because if we talk about in evolutionary terms, if you look fertile, that's biologically attractive, okay? Guys, listen, don't ever call yourselves ugly. If I hear you guys call yourselves ugly, I swear to God. I swear to God, guys, come on. We gotta be confident. We gotta look at ourselves and be like, you are gorgeous. There is no comparison. There's no reason to do that, If someone's, for example, into, Asian women, right? Asian women are gorgeous. They're probably not gonna find me that attractive because I'm not an Asian woman. And that's fine. That's okay, That's fine. It's absolutely okay. If someone's into brunette women, they might find me more attractive, you know what I mean? It's all relative. But at the end of the day, no one's opinion matters more than you. You're the one that dictates how much you're worth. In any relationship, in any social interaction, if you show people I am worth this, they will concede. And if they don't, fuck them. Okay? Guys, listen. Again, ugliness is subjective. Beauty is subjective. So it doesn't mean anything. I don't want anyone having conversations like this. There is no reason to compare beauty. There's no reason. It's ridiculous. Because who wins from this? Okay, we are all beautiful. Okay, we all have the potential to be stunning and gorgeous. So go to the gym and stop moping around. I don't want to hear it. Because if you go to your friends and say you're ugly, I guarantee you, A, they'll get annoyed, and B, at some point, if you keep saying it, they're going to start seeing you as ugly. I don't want anyone at all saying this about themselves, okay? Guys, thank you so much for listening. My name is Natasha Belfort, and this is Becoming Her Anyways.